A Az.com production. Easy stump removal using Stump Out.
I had to cut down an orange tree we had here in this planter. I removed most of the trunk with a chainsaw, but now I want to remove the stump without damaging the block around it. The stump is starting to rot. I could wait for it to decompose, but that could take a few years. I could try digging it out or using a stump grinder, but in this tight space, it might damage the planter. I decided to accelerate the decomposition using Stump Out, a product from my local home improvement store. Now I should only have to wait about 6 weeks to remove this stump. The directions tell me to drill down from the top of the stump and then in from the sides on a downward slant toward the vertical holes. We want the side shafts to meet the vertical holes to create ventilation. Once the stump is drilled, we'll add the product. Drill my holes in the stump. I drill the hole vertically and then one coming in from the side for ventilation. The directions recommend a 1-inch hole. I also drilled 2 smaller holes. Most people don't have a 1-inch drill bit 8 inches long, and so I wanted to drill some holes that were more common size that people would have in their toolbox. We're going to see how that works. Before the stump remover, they recommend 4 dry ounces in each hole. I poured the stump out into the holes, and now I need to fill the holes with water. Okay, now all we have to do is wait approximately 6 weeks, and the stump should be rotted out. It's been a few weeks, and we can see that the stump is rotting out. It is starting to crack and split. According to the product directions, I chop up the stump and then set it on fire. For this, I'll be using kerosene purchased at my local hardware store. Kerosene is a smokeless accelerant. It burns cleaner, so it's better for the environment than, let's say, gasoline or diesel. We start by chopping up the rotten wood so it'll be easy to burn. I wear gloves and safety goggles for this task. The stump is broken down and I'm ready to torch it. I cleaned away the debris and I have a fire extinguisher at the ready. You could also use sand or water, whatever you need to control the fire in case it gets out of hand. You only need a small amount of kerosene. This cup will be more than enough. Never leave a fire unattended. This may take a while to burn, so plan to spend time outside monitoring the stump.
The dry wood burns well, and later, to help burn out the stump below ground, Bob piles on a few coals. The fire then continues to smolder.
Once the fire died down, the stump smoldered for about 36 hours. As you can see, there are only ashes and charred bits of wood where the stump was. I just need to clean it out and fill it in with some good topsoil. Even though this project was about 8 weeks from start to finish, the actual labor was only about an hour. It took me about 45 minutes to drill and prep the stump, and then about another 10 minutes to chop up the top of the stump before burning it. A few words of caution. Always check with your local government. Some municipalities have ordinances on what days you can burn, and some ban burning altogether. Also check that local ordinances allow you to use this type of chemical application. When burning the stump, make sure the fire is a safe distance away from your home and other outdoor structures. And finally, never leave a fire unattended, and always have a fire extinguisher or water on hand in case the fire gets out of hand. Digging and pulling out a stump could be a day or more of back-breaking labor, but having someone do the work for you could be very costly. Using Stump Out is the easiest and most economical way I found to get rid of a tree stump. The drawback is the process takes at least 6 to 8 weeks. If using this or a similar product is prohibited by your local ordinance, then you will need to find another way to remove tree stumps on your property. Otherwise, you don't need to hire someone. You can do this yourself. Thanks for watching.